Hello everybody, welcome back to another ARK video. Today, as you can probably tell from the title of the video, we're going to be doing a little bit of an explanation. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial for all you PS4 people on how to start your own server. I did something similar for Xbox One, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. So you want to go to host/local, as you can see from the main menu. This is the menu you want to go to, so you head to host/local, and then there are a couple of ways to host your own server. So from this menu, you can mess with whatever things you want to do. As you can see, there's my settings I use on my server, in case you're curious, or my single player world. What you can do is you can pick the map, all that jazz, but then comes the important question. You can play single player, which this save will continue on single player. You can host a non-dedicated multiplayer session where other people can now join what was maybe once your single player world. But the problem with that is if it's a non-dedicated multiplayer session, then they're only going to be able to stay a certain distance away from you. They're kind of like tethered, so you can't be on opposite sides of the map. You guys have to stay close to each other, and it's also just not going to be as powerful as running your own dedicated server. So here's the thing: for a dedicated server, you need a dedicated PS4. So you or one of your friends need to like sacrifice their PS4 or have an extra one laying around in order to host a dedicated server. Now, if you do this, you guys can be anywhere on the map. Performance will be a whole ton better and all that jazz. Then there's also here's some other stuff like rules you guys can mess around with, the world, more stats, and all that stuff will apply if you then if you hit host dedicated servers. So if you hit that, you can see that there will be a password. You can destroy old biome structures and dinos, server password, admin password, session name, all that stuff. And just so I don't accidentally mess up my world, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on the center, and I'm gonna host my dedicated server on that. And session name, whatever, you can do that. And I'm just gonna put on a password really quickly. So I'm just gonna put on a password so no one joins, because people will be able to join this through the server browser as well, I believe. So then I can just go ahead, hit accept, and you can see that all of this loading is gonna be going on. This is just gonna be kind of like loading into the game normally, but it's going to set up the server. And again, if you are hosting a dedicated server, you can't play. That's just the way dedicated servers work. Because last time I did this video, I got a lot of people asking, why is it like this? It's like this because to have the entire map work, you can't be playing too, because that'd just be way too much stress going on your PS4. So you have to tether if you want to play and host, which means your friends can't go far away. But if you do a dedicated server, that means your PS4 isn't going to be playing the game. It's just going to be making sure the map works and all that stuff. So if you have a second PS4, if one of your friends is filthy rich, perfect for you and your friends to have like this dedicated server that you guys can play on. And that's pretty much how it's going to work. Then once you do load in, there are some things you can do here. You can see there's a broadcast message. So everyone in game, if you enter something in broadcast message, you can like send everyone like, "Fear me, I am the poop god." And then they will have to bow down to you. If not, you can return to main menu, which will cancel this thing. You can refresh, which tells you, updates the data here. So like who's in, who's an admin, who's banned, that type of stuff. You can invite your friends. You can see the connected players. I'm technically connected, but I can't play because I am again hosting the server. You can add admins. You can whitelist people. So like if you want to do a whitelist, that's like only whitelisted people can get in. You can ban people, kick people. You can put a message in normal chat where like people will see in like the normal chat box. That's different from broadcast. Broadcast is like its own separate thing. And then you can go to the unban, you can remove admins, you can do all that stuff. But then you can head to admin manager, and this is where you can see some more stuff. So you can see the server frame rate, which is going to be affected by pretty much how your PS4 is running and all that stuff, the people in. Here you can see you can ban, kick, whitelist again. You can have a message of the day. So that's going to be a message that people, as soon as they log in, they'll see. And I'm trying to scroll down in the server info, but I can't really do that. But there you can see that's pretty much just all the stats on the server. And that is how you run a dedicated server. Again, though, if you do not, like if you yourself want to play, then you're going to have to deal with tethering. That's just the way it is. Or you guys can hop on an official server, but the problem is that that's going to be a public server, probably not private. So if you want a private dedicated server that's like an official server and that you can be anywhere on the map, you have to figure out a way for someone in your friend group or who you know to just be willing to take a sacrifice. Or another thing you could do, since the PS4 Pro, I don't know about the normal version, but the PS4 Pro, you can actually play with a second player too. Actually, I think it's on all versions now that I think about it. But what you could do is you could have your PS4 host the server, and then you go to your friend's house and you guys can split screen or something. Because I know split screen is something you can do. I think on all versions of the game actually, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, other than that, that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully, you guys found this video informative and helpful. If you did, hit that like button and let me know. And also, if you have any more questions, please ask them in the comment section. I'll try to answer you guys as much as I can, because this isn't like my normal series where I'm playing to have fun. I also do want to help you guys out since it's PS4. It's brand new, and I want you guys to have absolutely as much fun as possible. So ask your questions, and make sure to subscribe, whether you want to follow my normal series or you want to see tutorials like this. Also, let me know if you want to see more types of tutorials like this, and also if there's any specific tutorials you might want to see, let me know. But again, if you don't want a dedicated server, you're gonna have to host you're either gonna have to go on official server, a community server or something, or just host a non-dedicated session where people can only be so far away from you. Other than that, it's gonna do it for me. Have yourselves an amazing goddamn day, and I will talk to you in the next one.